Right, let's dive straight in. We're going to talk about something that I know is a huge headache for so many of you running small nonprofits: the whole grant-seeking process. You know that feeling, don't you? That sense that you're spending way more time hunting for money than you are actually delivering your mission? It's this relentless, exhausting cycle of searching, writing, and just hoping. Honestly, it's a recipe for burnout. And let's not forget the actual cost. I mean, just look at this. To even see the grant opportunities, many platforms are charging upwards of £3,000 a year. Think about that. That's program money, pure and simple, being spent just to walk through the door. But, the money is only half of it. The real killer, the thing that truly drains you, is the time. We're talking hundreds of hours that you and your team are pouring into trawling through databases, trying to figure out if a funder is even a good fit. That time is your most valuable resource, and it's just vanishing. Okay, but what if we could just completely flip that on its head? This isn't about making small changes here and there. This is about a total shift in how you work. We're moving away from that old way, expensive, manual, and painfully slow, to something completely new, free, automated, and, well, fast. And this is what we call the free AI grant stack. Now, this is not just a random list of apps. It's a proper strategic system. Imagine it's like building your own grant-seeking engine that handles everything, from finding the grants to getting the submission ready, and it costs you absolutely nothing. So the big question is, how do you actually build this thing? Well, let's get into the nuts and bolts. We're going to walk you through the practical steps to put this system in place for your own organization. And trust me, it's a lot more straightforward than you might think. The whole grant lifecycle, when you boil it down, is really just these 3 stages you see here: discover, research, and write. The absolute beauty of this AI stack is that it takes on the heavy lifting for each and every one of them.
Let's kick off with discovery. I want you to just forget about those endless hours of manual searching. With free AI grant matching tools like the ones Zephy offers, you're completely changing the dynamic. It means the right opportunities start finding you instead of the other way around.
Right, next up, research. And honestly, this is where you're going to see a massive return on your time. Instead of getting lost in dense annual reports, you can use a free AI tool with a prompt just like this one. You can literally copy and paste it, and within minutes, you get the key intelligence you need: what they fund, how much they give, and who they've funded recently. It is a total game changer for vetting funders quickly. And now we move on to the part that I think many of us dread the most: the writing. Just staring at that blinking cursor on a completely blank page. But don't worry, this is your playbook for turning AI into your co-writer, helping you get from zero to a really solid first draft in no time at all. Now, the secret here is how you ask the AI for help. Have a look at this prompt for a need statement. See how specific it is? You're giving it a role, act as an expert grant writer, and you're feeding it your crucial data. That's how you get a relevant, powerful draft back, instead of just generic waffle. Here's another fantastic example, this time for structuring your project goals. You can stop racking your brain trying to formulate the perfect SMART goals. You just tell the AI what you want to achieve, and it produces a clear, professional structure, complete with key activities. It does all that boring, tedious formatting work for you.
Okay, hold on. This all sounds amazing in theory. Fast, free, automated, it's the dream. But let's be real for a second. Can you actually write an entire grant proposal in less than an hour? That just sounds a bit too good to be true.
It does, doesn't it? But the FundRobin team put this exact system to the test, and these were the results. In just 10 minutes, they used an AI tool to pinpoint 3 potential foundations. In another 15, they researched them and locked in one that was a perfect fit. And then, in the final 30 minutes, they used prompts to draft all the core sections. So what was the result? A solid first draft, ready for that all-important human touch in under 60 minutes. So yes, it is absolutely possible. Wow, that really is impressive. But it does bring up a really crucial question. If you're using AI to write proposals, how do you stop yourself from sounding like a robot? How do you make sure your organization's unique voice, your passion, still comes through loud and clear? That is the million-pound question, and you're absolutely right to ask it. This guide is crystal clear on this point. AI is your assistant. It is not your replacement. It can't feel your passion, it doesn't know the personal stories from your community, and it certainly can't build the real-world relationships that are the absolute heart of fundraising. The human element is and always will be essential. And that's exactly why this final checklist is probably the most powerful tool in the whole system. Think of it as your ethical framework, your safety net for using AI responsibly. Before you even think about hitting submit, you run through these steps. You fact-check every bit of data. You infuse your unique voice. Crucially, you add those human stories that AI can never create. And my personal favorite tip on the list? Always, always read it aloud. You'll know instantly if it doesn't sound like you. This is how you get the best of both worlds, the speed of AI and the soul of your mission. So when you step back and look at the big picture, this isn't just about making paperwork a bit easier. This is about a fundamental shift in where your precious resources are going. It's about taking back those hundreds of lost hours, reclaiming those thousands of pounds from subscription fees, and pouring all of that time and money back into what actually matters, your programs and the people you serve. Exactly. Just imagine for a moment what you could do if your energy was focused on your impact, not on admin. This system gives you that. The tools are free, the strategy is clear. So really, there's only one question left. Are you ready to focus on your mission and not the paperwork?